we are underway. We've got
same piece sets.
Same piece sets, amazing. Draco and Coffee, Somalian. We got to get the wrong flag here.
A little bit of live facts. I hear Draco saying that there's no sound right now coming from him. It always plays with sound and uses that as a tool. That's quite interesting to me as someone. All right, this is the only thing I'm going to say. Only Pumpy Heart IRL fact. Writing a paper about the sound effects of Classic Tetris and how they impact rolling and timings.
Yeah. Yesterday was kind of a big deal for Draco, where his TV had not been giving sounds, and so he's like, all right, I need sounds. We got him sounds, but looks like we weren't able to get that together today. We'll see how Draco does, if it affects him at all. Right now he's back about 18,000 points from Coffee.
All right, let me check on mic levels now. How about that? Did you actually write a paper about that? Yes, I did. I'll talk more about it. Hit me up on Discord.
Let's go, Sharpie!
Solidarity. Yes. How about that?
All right.
So we do have Somalian in the lead right now, 50,000 points.
Yeah, 116,000 points Somalian, 88 for Scotto. Scotto, of course, known for doing really one of the amazing first kind of perfect runs of Tetris, where he used RNG manipulation to plan out the entire game and got, some people think, the first 1.5, but it was RNG manipulated. But still, I think it counts.
I mean, and memorizing the piece set and then trying to make sure that you spawn the correct piece sets, but oh no, early top out from Draco.
Oh no.
Coffee's going to get...
Top out from Draco, so Coffee going to go ahead and get the heart.
Best of 5. Maybe we'll get the audio on the TV going. Yeah. Someone, judge, yep. Yeah.
They just turned it down.
Draco discovered a volume, not volume button, and everything's fine.
These are people who never had a physical volume button ever on a television.
Right, it's just your remote that you toggle now.
All right, we got 205 here for Scotto, 201 Somalian, just about halfway to transition. Boom Tetris for Scotto, and Boom Tetris for Somalian.
The best story out of that is that
oh, I already have a trade for one. All right, Draco and Coffee underway.
It is indeed all best of 5, all same piece sets throughout the entirety of the tournament. Somalian still holding on to that lead, 317. Scotto, another one of those players, made a surprise run last year. Somalian in person for the first time since CT Iberia. And you see that American flag now that Somalian was visiting Spain and said, you know what, let me see if I can go over and leave my family for a little bit and play in a qualifier in Tetris. I'm just close by. I thought I was in the neighborhood, Ends up going over there and winning. So Somalian Iberia qualifier winner right now.
That's crazy. I had no idea. All right, we got Draco up, we're really just neck and neck on our top game here. Coffee up 1 game to nothing, neck and neck up top. It's very early. But on the bottom, Somalian 435, Scotto 402. Somalian having to kind of dig something out here. Gonna get the bar to do it. I was wondering if he's going to try to go for it, center well Tetris, but he is going to go for it.
Yeah. Somalian's going to knock one down. Players complaining about this sequence. Real life weren't ready for it. Neither of them ready for that SZ burst. Coffee still got a little bit of cleaning up to do. Draco is clean. And Coffee just waiting for the bar.
Down the bottom, boom Tetris for Somalian, up by just 8,000 points. So pretty neck and neck as we head into transition down at the bottom. Level 19 speed, 50% faster than level 18. And that comes in at 130 lines. There'll be another 100 lines of that speed. And then at 29 speed, it'll be another 50% speed increase. Formerly referred to as a kill screen, but this year it seems like a lot of players are able to play pretty deep into what was called the kill screen. That will be a factor in some of these matches that we should be keeping.
I don't want to overstate, but I'm pretty sure all of these players have level 30, level 31, level 32 going into that kill screen deeply. Than we've seen in previous IRL CTWCs. So it's great to see that here.
This is CTWC, boom Tetris for Somalian to take the lead. 576 for him, 563 for Scotto. Up top, 323 Draco, 280 for Coffee.
Scotto with the misdrop of the Z piece. Need some good pieces over to the left side, quick tapping away.
Nice tuck there with the J piece. Just needs something here. Okay. Oh no. Oh, gets that long bar over to the right.
Whoa. Struggling here. Flat placements. Oh no, that bar. I think that might be it. Needs something over to the left side. That T. Oh, and that's going to be it for Scotto. Somalian is good and takes game number 1. GG's.
Now, all these early rounds are best of 5. I think it had been previously announced that they might have been best of 3, or people got that impression. No, the whole thing, best of 5 throughout the entire tournament.
That's just what you want to see. It allows players to play a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more. A single mistake doesn't doom you as much, and just I think better for the sport, right? Get a little bit more of that play with how consistent can I be, how efficient, can I take a little bit more risk. It's great.
Yeah, you bet. All right, up top here we got Draco 484. He's gonna Tetris 507, 427 for Coffee. They are approaching the level 19 transition themselves here in their game 2. They're underway down the bottom. Scotto with his trademark 1 pushdown point. Whenever Scotto plays online or live or wherever, he always starts off with 1 pushdown point.
How about that?
What a memer.
One of these days, it'll be the deciding factor, that 1 point, that 1 pushdown.
It will be. Now Scotto, you can see, kind of had a misflip there of an L piece, but able to burn out of that really cleanly. Just 1 extra burn line as a result of that misdrop. So it's pretty good efficiency there. Up top, we have transitioned Draco 582 into 19, and Coffee about to transition, looking for 1 last Tetris.
Coffee is behind 100,000 points here. Draco pushing down a little bit in that 18 play. Why he transitioned so much earlier. But then, sometimes that's an advantage. You push down, you get a little bit further in the sequence, right? It's harder to, know what some of the gaming shit's going on. But also Draco telling Coffee his score. He's like, the whole time, he's like, oh yeah, I got a 580 right now. What do you got? Yeah.
All right, we got to give this guy a mic.
Yeah, can we get a mic? Can we get a mic to Draco? Producers. 666 for Draco, 566 for Coffee.
Yeah, level 21, Tetris rate 70% for Draco, 58% for Coffee, but it's a score that counts.
Score that counts, right? Someone can top out early with a high Tetris rate, score, chase down, name of the game. You got to survive, score the points.
Yeah, the physical setup here, I'm not sure is 100% amenable to players' screen looking. I think it would be much, you'd have to really crane your neck or really turn your head to see. But we may see some of that. But I think the TVs were a lot closer in 2019, the last time we were live for CTWC.
Maybe a little bit of mitigating the Tetris Pro strat, a little bit going on with players could look, screen look, and get an idea of when the bars are coming, you know, when you have the same piece sets. A little bit of mitigation factor there.
It's a big vocabulary word there, Pumpy. 819 here for Draco, 689 for Coffee. But again, Draco, you know, between 7 and 10 lines ahead in lines there. So score will tend to be a little bit higher, but that is definitely a real lead. 100,000 points over the course of 7 to 10 lines is a real lead.
What do you mean by that? Like pace lead? What's pace? What is that concept?
Well, of course, we've got the level 29, which gets much more difficult to play. And so, there's sort of a timer in the game in the sense of like, oh my God, it's going to get really hard to play. And so you want to score as much as you can in the early rounds as you can. And so that would be your pace, is just how many points you've got relative to the impending level 29 quote kill screen.
So somebody playing a little bit more efficient has a higher pace, even if they're behind in lines or behind in score, theoretically, or could be.
Yes.
Right.
Professor Pumpy.
There it is.
With the explanation. Thank you, Pumpy.
But 950 from Draco.
Yeah, Draco setting up one row off the bottom. Boom, Tetris for Draco.
Rocking that dirty one-off for the last few levels and refuses to burn down here. Smart decision going into 28. A little bit of aggro there, trying to squeeze the most out before kill screen. There's one, can get one more for Draco.
Max out there.
Max out live in competition.
And another Tetris Draco. So he's got 1,061,000 points. Board breaking down for Draco. He's going to top out at 1.06 million points. You see, we got that 7th digit here, which is not present in the real game.
In the real game, there's nothing present. It stops at 99999. Right?
Yeah.
We have to use all sorts of game genies and other little modifications to get an idea of what the score is without calculating it with pencil and paper calculators. Coffee getting in the kill screen here, but unable to get any lines. Draco's going to take that one.
All tied up now. So what was once a best of 5 is now, in effect, a best of 3 Pumpy.
Oh my gosh. What? Oh, because there's theoretically 3 games left instead of the 5 that we began with. I get it, right? It's theoretically, I got you.
Why do I have a feeling you're going to begin many, many sentences with theoretically, comma?
Well, consider the fact that...
All right, down the bottom here, we are approaching transition. 429 for Scotto, 451 for Somalian. Thanks so much to those of you watching us here on Classic Tetris 2, including our great subscribers. Won't be able to necessarily thank all of you during the stream, but just know that we definitely appreciate the support.
Indeed. And now we're 129 Somalian getting close to transition. One more Tetris will do it. And they're neck and neck going into transition. Somalian's going to Tetris there at 547.
All right, Somalian taking a couple of burns here, trying to get set up for the Tetris, and a couple of delayed burns here to get set up for it. Setting up Tuck still. And boom, Tetris for Somalian, 579 into the lead. Scotto transition now. He's at 571. You're on level 19.
Oh, it went for the T-spin. It didn't hit it. T-spin will get the burn. Could have T-tucked, but it's an aggressive play. Went for the spin to be a little safer and didn't get the tuck. And then that left side for Scotto, the bar in column 2.
And no. Top out for Scotto. It's going to be another hard for Somalian.
Hard to Somalian. GG's.
Now, one thing to keep in mind, in contrast to the last 2 years of CTWC Online, this is a single elimination bracket. Our previous 2 years were double elimination, but traditionally the in-person tournament has always been single elimination, so we are back to that format. So this is a very brutal format. That's the reason that we wanted to include a best of 5 at every match, right?
Right.
To just give players that little extra chance, just in case, oh boy, I didn't really play up to my potential in the first 2 games. Well, I've still got another chance.
And make sure we have the best players and keep advancing as much as we can. Right, best of 5. And they're underway. Now, during that moment, I heard that Draco said that was their 25th or 26th max out ever.
Wow.
So how about that? Something like that. Doing it in competition. It's a good time to max, you know?
Yeah, now did I hear that, you remember AMJ, didn't he just get like his like 3rd or 4th max or something like that in qualifiers?
In qualifying.
Ever, just, you know, ever in any, as a max out. So
we had a number of people PBing or console PBing or overall PBing during qualifying, and it's part of the magic, right? Being able to do that in a qualifying setting. Got to be very encouraging for some players out there.
Yeah, you bet. I'm, as someone who does not rise to the occasion myself, I very much am in awe of people who can just kind of bring it in that moment and play their best when it matters the most. All right, there's a Tetris for Scotto as we get underway down the bottom, and very early in game up top as well. But there's another Tetris for Scotto. All right, there's Tetris Draco. Coffee gonna take a burn here, undergoing a drought. And a drought means, you know, you really want that long bar. That is the key piece in Classic Tetris, because the only way to really score the large amount of points is to get a Tetris, and you can only do it with a long bar. So when you don't get one for a long time, that is very challenging to our players. Players pretty clean and clear. Drama-free Tetris so far in both of these games. Yeah, the thing to keep in mind in contrast to other, you know, kind of Tetris games you might have.
Drought developing for Somalian, both players, but Scotto in a much cleaner situation to handle this. Somalian's board very dependent. Going to get up 1 bar, tapping away. We have seen Somalian survive crazy things in the online circuits. Do some crazy things in the Iberia qualifier as well.
Oh, there we go.
And does survive, knocked down to the Tetris.
Wow, great survival from Somalian to cap it off with a Tetris. You know, in contrast to other forms of Tetris, those forms of Tetris kind of guarantee that you're going to get a certain piece every so often. And so they don't really have this kind of drought thing that happens in Classic Tetris, but you know, theoretically, as we say, is Pumpy's favorite word so far.
Considering the fact that
you could basically have an infinite drought. I mean, very, very rare, but you can have very, very long droughts where you can get 20, 30, 40, 50 pieces without getting a long bar. So one of the big skills in this game is to be able to weather the drought and be able to have a playable stack regardless of whether or not you get a long bar. So up top, we are approaching transition again. 465 for Draco, 465 for Coffee. Draco going to get a Tetris. Draco set.
A couple of adjustments there from Somalian right before. All right, yeah, still waiting on the good pieces and a drought developing. About to transition up at the top.
All right, there we go. 22-piece drought for Somalian survived, and a Tetris. And Scotto experiencing that same drought, so you know we know here that he's going to get the long bar right here. They don't know that, and they can't hear us.
A little bit, but a little bit of the screen looking too from Scotto. Maybe there's a little bit of gamesmanship going on.
Draco going to transition up top, 544. Coffee at 582 with one more Tetris available before the 19 transition. And there it is for Coffee, another Tetris. 606 transition, a 600K transition into 19. That's pretty good. That's kind of the benchmark, the gold standard. If you can do that or more, you're doing pretty well in the tournament.
Here we go. 613 for Coffee, 595 for Draco. Still about a 2 Tetris difference, and Coffee again back by 10 lines. So score lead and a pace lead. Looking at that Tetris rate, you can see that is a good way to check for pace on these levels. Scotto here with a reverse sweep would clinch another ticket to the top 32, finishing in the top 32 in the last 2 years. Has an uphill battle against Somalian.
Oh, Pumpy with the online facts.
The online facts, the online CTWC, yes, there it is.
Yes, Pumpy, very famous for his online facts. Draco here in a little bit of a dig, kind of below where the next box would be on a traditional Tetris screen, but trying to just clear this down. Oh, is he gonna set up for a center well Tetris? He is gonna set up for it. This is very aggressive, gets it, boom, Tetris for Draco. 676 for him, 737 for Coffee.
Coffee setting up the double wide well, very safe way when you have a Tetris ready, giving 2 gaps over on the right side, many burn options there. And you see Draco trying to do the same thing, but when it went to burn, there was a hole in the stack, and then that long bar doesn't get all the way over. Gonna hang a ring, and that's gonna be it for Draco, 682. Coffee, 782, is good and gets the 3rd heart of the match. Up 2-1.
There you go.
There it is.
That's it. You got it. Down the bottom here, so Somalian tops out at 610, and Scotto is going to stay alive in this tournament and get a heart.
Somalian had a chance to get the broom out of the closet, sweep it there. Scotto says, I got a broom, right? Starts the reverse sweep.
That's right.
Underway.
All right, underway, 2 games starting simultaneously. And I can hear Draco's TV from here. He likes having the sound on.
That's a very loud TV. Maybe it's even coming through on the mic. I don't know, but
I'm into it.
Yeah.
We are here live at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo for our first menu of matches here on Classic Tetris 2.
Well, Draco in trouble up at the top. Had a little drought there. Trying to stay alive here. Needs to win this game.
There we go.
There we go. Nice triple.
And Draco still digging. Oh, gets that square over that long bar. And a line spin. He gets a line spin! Wow.
Oh, and then the next square doesn't get over. But it's okay. It's survivable if the right pieces come. Needs to hit the spin. Oh, doesn't get the flip. Does that spin work?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, still hanging in. Look at this survival from Draco.
Wow. And just a couple more pieces till he can get out of this. Oh my goodness.
Had some dependencies, getting the pieces to fill them in, and Draco opens up the where is the bar?
Come on, give him the bar game.
Oh my gosh, and it's a drought. Draco in trouble. Nope, too many burn options here up at the very top. Oh, the bar comes. There's a bar.
Gets the bar over. Boom, Tetris for Draco.
Near the limit of where that will flip and not hang.
Wow. Now, we don't have it in frame. Draco is a hyper tapper, and he's a table tapper, right?
Yes, he is using, I believe, a backgammon / chessboard controller taped to it to get a little bit of motion and leverage built in. Flatten it out. Doesn't want the fluidity of a leg. Wants the firmness of the table.
Legs are too soft and fleshy.
Right, for tapping.
Mine
yes,
are already.
Right.
All right, 175 here for Draco, 246 for Coffee. Down the bottom, 209 Scotto, 267 Somalian. Somalian up by about 3 Tetrises. Tetris is on level 18 worth 22,800 points, so just about 2,300 points, 23,000 points.
Every single round 0 match right now, 2-1 on our screen. Look at that, 2-1.
Wow.
Just showing you the level of competition, right? These are competitive matches, this level.
Yes, indeed. All right, Draco going to clean up the left side a little bit. Now to clean up on the right side. And it's set up for the Tetris. Boom, Tetris for Draco. Let's see if he can get this. No. Yeah, let's see if he goes for the S spin. He's going to get that spin, snap that S into place. And wow, kind of very high and flats there, but undergoing another round gets the Tetris. Coffee gonna get a Tetris as well. 343. Coffee up by about 2 Tetrises.
So if you haven't met Draco before, Draco's one of the storm chasers, like in school to be a meteorologist, I believe.
Yes.
And does chase tornadoes and that kind of thing. I has been trained to do so, not just super chaotic way, and kind of it's kind of interesting. Right? Get a little bit of the background of these players. Maybe some people that you don't know aren't household Tetris names. Draco's one of them, and do a lot of qualifiers as well in the Midwest area.
And really, Tetris not even the primary game for Draco, is it?
No,
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero, really? Oh my gosh! Wow, that's crazy.
I could be just making facts up. There's online facts, then there's Vandy facts.
And Vandy facts, right? I have here that Draco holds multiple world records in Marble Blast, which is an interesting kind of puzzle game. You're trying to guide a marble to the goal, and it's very similar to like a solved game, right? And how fast can I get this marble on this specific track? That's a very exciting stuff. Scotto, a runner in Ratchet and Clank, has a couple world records in there.
All right, Draco open on the right side, waiting for the long bar. Meanwhile, Coffee is going to Tetris. And Draco kind of going through that. Oh no, and he hangs the long bar column. But gets another long bar over.
Oh, right before transition, gets another one.
Holy mackerel, clutch survival for Draco.
Screaming, I got bailed, I got bailed.
Wow, amazing survival. That's a TikTok-worthy bit of survival.
Clip it, ship it to TikTok.
Indeed. 500K for Draco, 465 for Coffee, who's 2 lines away from the transition. We got transitions down the bottom as well. Scotto at 467, Somalian 545, and there's a Tetris for both of them. Tetris has become more valuable each level that you go up by another 1,200 points per level.
So you can see that Draco had 20 lines, give or take, to Coffee, 2 levels, right? And Coffee really not far behind, right? That gives you a little bit of that pace coming back again.
Yes.
Coffee in a good position here, should Draco slow down.
Another, not a Tetris, a split double there for Draco. I see the well, I think Tetris. Down the bottom, both players on level 21 and just a line or 2 away from each other, so their scores and their paces should be true, but up top separated by 20 lines, 2 levels worth of lines. Whew. And that just comes from like either pushing down or playing up high or both.
Meanwhile, we're close to the bottom, 167 lines apiece. Somalian with a Tetris and a half lead. Player trying to magic aggression. Somalian going to get that center well and a clean well transfer. Can now cleanly set up over to the right side. Somalian made Scotto made
scored. Coffee is going to hang a piece and he's going to top out. They're at level 23. Draco going to tie it up. And so key survival from Draco in that game, and that means he's going to tie it up. We've got a decider.
Decider.
Yes,
Ooh.
indeed. It's my favorite drink.
Very tasty. Meanwhile, Scotto in a situation needing to burn this down, not able to score. Somalian is racking up the points, 122,000 point lead.
Yeah, Scotto needs to win this one to stay in the tournament. Single elimination here, live at CTWC 2022. Oh, Scotto with that square, having to work around it. Oh, look at that flat long bar burn. Getting the pieces to stay alive. And oh, he's going to cover the well just as the long bar comes. Can he burn this away?
The line spin, but didn't get the tuck spin.
Oh, no, and Scotto is going to top out, and Somalian will take this game and match, and we'll be moving on. So,
indeed, and we are underway. Look at that, 8 pushdown points for a Draco, right? Little bit of manipulation there, you know, on how many points we have going on. And oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Little bit of a drought here to start off. And the first Tetris of the game for Draco.
see Draco very animated throughout the game and staying engaged with his opponent.
77,000 for Coffee, 57,000 for Draco. Win this game, move on to the top 32. That round one.
Yeah, not even round one, Pumpy. No, it's not even round one.
Yeah, there was some discussion about this. Why is it round 0 where in the silver bracket it starts on round 1? Well, what my sources say, actually, that round 1 lines up it perfectly. Like top 32 in silver is round 1, top 32 in gold round 1. So that's why we have the round 0 here.
Wow.
And also a little bit of a tradition from the top 48 of 2019, right? Played on the night before. A little bit of holdover of that tradition here. 151 for Draco, 133 for Coffee. Coffee again, not pushing down, so Draco ahead a little bit in score.
Coffee with the Tetris, Draco with the Tetris. Draco setting up aggressively, column 9 long bar, sets it for the Tetris and gets it. Draco ahead by 40,000 points. It's a little under 2 Tetris's worth of points. Oh, nice delayed burn here for Coffee. Taking a skim double off the top, waiting for the long bar. And boom, Tetris for Coffee, setting up again.
$290 for Draco, 231 Coffee, 69 lines for Draco. And so Draco in a little bit of a situation, trying to bring this down.
All right, yeah, and a little bit of a drought. Drought ended though. And just trying to uncover these gaps, but ends up just continuing to put pieces on top of the gaps.
So trying to clean this down safely. Let's see if Draco has been playing a little bit aggro, but decides, you know what, this is the decider. I'm going to burn this down, not play around. And that seems to be a good decision because right now getting a little bit of a drought. Ooh, could cleanly transition if the bar comes. Dirty left well from Draco.
We'll be setting up our next game in just a few. It's going to be Rhubarb and Blank. or so I've heard.
Well, but we're being fed in our earpiece here.
Right.
Coffee takes the lead with that Tetris, going up to 407. Draco was unable to use that bar for a Tetris. Has to take the skim, but does use the next one. 409, back and forth, neck and neck and score. But again, Draco with a little bit of that push down. Again, ahead in line. Part of the strategy here for Draco.
Oh, Draco taking kind of a last second, decided not to go for that S spin. Kind of awkward placement. That S is going to lead to a little bit more cleanup. And you know, approaching transition, you really want to have just a clean, workable stack that is not very complicated. But Draco taking the burns here to kind of uncomplicate the stack, bring it down, and have a safer board to play.
Barreling toward transition here for Draco. 425, one of the lower transitions that Draco's had in this set. Going to have to make it up in post, behind by 58,000 points. Right now, cleaning out the stack, doing what you're supposed to do. And Coffee transitions to 512 for Coffee, 454 for Draco.
Yeah, so Coffee a little bit behind in lines and ahead in scores. So definitely the pace lead. Another Tetris for Coffee. Draco with kind of a tuck. Oh, but Draco with a Tetris.
Coffee taking some safety skims, knows that he has the pace lead and the score lead. Playing a little bit safer right now, getting to those higher levels where the Tetrises are worth more. At different points in the seed, get a little simul Tetris there, a little simul Tetris action.
Yeah, Draco setting up for the Tetris with that long bar in column 9. I love to see it.
And I may be mistaken, this is Coffee's first IRL appearance since last year, if I remember correctly. Putting on a show for us in the decider.
Yeah, Coffee won a qualifier, right?
Won in last year was South Carolina. Oh no, these hangs.
Draco. Oh, Draco gonna top out here. Coffee
Draco
is
top
ahead.
out.
And Coffee gets the heart and takes the decider. GG's to Draco. GG's to
both of
Coffee.
them. Yeah, this P sequence is throwing both players a wrench. Neither one had the cleanest stack. Coffee able to survive. Take that one.
All right, we are underway down at the bottom. And as you can see, same piece sets. Rhubarb, the roller, Blank, the tapper.
Do you want this one or that? Which one do you want this one right now?
Well, they haven't started up there, but I guess they're about to start.
Looks good.
All right. Yeah. All right, they're still getting set up top here. Blank up near the top of the screen. And Blank gonna top out here at 53,000. So Rhubarb is good here in game 1. Oh, is that started? Was that start?
Let's get a confirmation here. Okay, let us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that was the game.
Whoa.
I didn't hear the 3-2-1 Tetris on
I
our
didn't hear
side.
3, 2, 1 Tetris or a countdown or even just a hand motion. I'll sneak around this setup here.
But that was a game. Rhubarb up 1-0 on the bottom.
There we go. So Rhubarb up 1-0 over Blank, getting the next seed in here.
They're still doing warm-ups up top.
All right, we're good for game number 2 between Rhubarb and Blank in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
You can see already, you know, players with the same piece sets stacking differently right off the bat. A lot of times you'll see players who just end up doing the same thing right at the beginning, like a coordinated, choreographed dance, but no, kind of right off the bat, playing differently.
And there's sometimes placements, you know, about this parity thing that they talk about. What is parity? Who is parity? Why are we talking about parity? The balance and smoothness of a stack. Some pieces, you know, don't change parity, right? A lot of them don't. So there's some placements that aren't really so, like, there's not necessarily a better placement for some pieces. So the stacks can differ with the same pieces. There's a little bit of Tetris IQ for you.
Oh my God.
Inside baseball, inside the mind.
Theoretically.
And you consider the possibility that, just for the sake of argument.
Yeah, well, all of that is to say the T is a very pivotal piece in determining just how smooth and clean your Tetris stack is, and can really mess up an otherwise good stack here. But anyway, Rhubarb up 1-0 to 117,000 to 95,000, so ahead by just about 1 Tetris. And they are just about to get underway. Players taking their final warm-ups up at the top. And you can see our head judge there, Dorian Whitlock, getting players ready to go. He's got a timer out. He's like, you get this much and no more warm-up.
Right. Very good. Just got a confirmation from our judge. We had a controller swapped and gonna get 5 minutes to change controllers.
All right, well,
So we're gonna hone in on the action here. Rhubarb up a Tetris over Blank, and Blank is stacked very high. Gets that long bar over.
And another Tetris, so Blank into the lead, 218. Rhubarb gonna take a double as a skim and get the Tetris as well. So neck and neck here, just a few lines difference and pretty darn close in score.
Bang Tetris for Blank. Rhubarb was a tapper this time last year, turned to rolling, turned to the dark side of the roll.
No, dark
Has
side.
a little bit of an interesting grip of all the rollers. Kind of anchors with the index and the middle finger, and the controller is standing vertically.
Yeah, that is weird. It seems like it would just slip out of your hands that way.
Right.
But anyway, Blank kind of roaring into the lead, 332 and 250 for Rhubarb. But Rhubarb getting set up now is a good clean flat stack, sloping left to right. And bank Tetris for Rhubarb. And a Tetris for Blank. So 100,000 point lead for Blank.
100,000 point lead for Blank. 402 to Rhubarb, just having a little bit of a suffer here at 78 lines, 282. It's hard to call that a suffer, but that's what Tetris in 2022 is like.
Yeah.
58% Tetris rate.
In 3, 2, 1, Tetris!
And we're underway with Jerby versus Tetris time.
And immediately, first piece placed completely different. So Blank with a little bit of cleanup to do. We'll see if Rhubarb can capitalize on this Blank here having to clean up. You know, while you're cleaning up, you're not scoring Tetrises. Tetris is the most valuable thing you can do in Tetris. So if you're not Tetrising and you give your opponent an opportunity to do so, well.
And critical with the same piece sets, right? The same number of bars, right? Every time that you fall behind, you got to use the same bars to get ahead.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So Rhubarb has cut into the lead just by about a Tetris or so. Tetris time up top here, just starting off with a long bar dependency down the left side and experiencing a drought at exactly when you don't want it. And finally a long bar to fill in the left side. And Jerpy Dude finally also going to uncover the right side and get Tetris ready. Tetris time still fighting up near the top, but bringing it down. Tetris for blank to get back out to a 100,000 point lead. Taking advantage of a little bit of digging here from Rhubarb.
6-12. Wow, that's a great 18 from Blank here. And Tetris time, oh no.
Tetris.
That aggression, unable to burn down, is going to top out with 63,000. Jeopardy going to take that first heart. Kind of mirror what we just saw with Rhubarb and Blank. Another early top out. And Blank has transition 644 going to 669. 545 for Rhubarb.
Yeah, huge lead here for Blank. It's still, I'm not exactly sure that J went where Blank wanted it to.
I'm sure where the T was going to go either. It ended up going flat, 1, 2, 3. Going to have some burns here. This gives Rhubarb a chance to get a bite a little bit into that lead.
Oh, Blank going to open up I thought it was going to open up the right side. But here we go. Finally getting the pieces to do it. Nice flat stack here, ready for the Tetris. And a little bit of a drought, 17, 18, 19, 20. And there it is. Boom, Tetris for Blank.
Nice skim with the T to open up that well. And another one, 762, 150,000 point lead.
Oh, setting up that J-tuck to get Tetris ready. And there's the Tetris Blank. Building on that lead, Rhubarb going to get some of it back here, playing one row off the bottom. Let's see if he's going to skim this down or try to build on top. Looks like he's going to try to skim it down.
Now Blank in a little bit of trouble, about to hit that same job that Rhubarb did. Knocks it down though.
There we go, nice down stacking and a Tetris from Blank. So still about 170,000 points ahead. And just stacking very clean, very crisp. 862 on level 24. That's pretty good pace there, Pumpy.
This is insane from Blank. Blank right now with a 1.2, I believe. Is that right? This is massive pace for a 1.2 player. Now coming into a drought. Oh my gosh. All right. Flip that bar around. Is he going to slow down just a bit?
No, going aggressive, but ends up not being able to eventually, get a Tetris set up and just gonna have to burn it down. This is gonna be good for a triple, but more importantly, just to clear everything up and get a good workable stack again. Oh, there we go, getting set up with that J. Tetris time, let's see, Tetris time gonna use that long bar to fill in and has a deep Tetris well down the right side, 2 rows off the bottom, gets the Tetris, and another one. There you go, so back by only about a Tetris and a third Tetris time behind Jerpy Dude. And there's one from Jerpy Dude.
64,000 point lead for Blank.
Yeah, Blank just about to max out here on level 28. A triple would do it.
There it is, max out from Blank.
All right, big score here from Blank, but more to be played. Oh no, gonna diving board that long bar there.
Transition to rolling, I think. Maybe not a clean swap, is gonna top out with a max out 37,000. So Rhubarb can do this with a little bit of kill screen play. It's just gonna burn in. Needs 55,000 points. And this is why players get used to rolling comfortable, don't have to grip switch. Rhubarb was a player who was grip switching for a long time, trying to use that roll tap to get over. Oh no!
A drought, 22, 23 pieces, and Rhubarb's not gonna be able to catch up. Blake's gonna hold on for the hearts.
Evens up the set, 1 heart apiece. GG's.
Wow, yeah, the issue there is, some players play, tapping for one portion of the game and then switch during a transition. And so rolling very advantageous during 29 and beyond. And Blank there might have had an issue with switching grips from tapping to rolling grip. And we can't quite capture it on camera, just the way we're set up over here on stage 2. But you can imagine
the in real life facts here, right? What is going on?
Yeah,
with our naked eye.
Yeah, just imagine it in your mind, just how hard it is to fumble, or how easy it is to fumble from a tapping grip to a rolling grip while playing, 19 speed and 29 about to come
while
up.
Taking the controller off the chair in front of you as well. What a sight to see. We're going on game number 3.
And we're underway, kind of halfway to transition, or 2/3 of the way toward transition up in our top game here between Jerpy Dude and Tetris Time. Tetris for Jerpy Dude. And there's one for Tetris Time. Underway down the bottom.
Nice adjustment at Rhubarb for that J piece. Keeping the stack clean.
Jerpy Dude setting up an overhang there to tuck that incoming L piece. Very nice management of the pieces. Keeping an eye on that next box, planning ahead, and adjusting very well. And that's one of the key skills for the top tier players here. All right, just about 20 lines until the level 19 transition speed increase. The players here at this level have more or less mastered the level 19 speed, and the next frontier that has been breached is level 29 speed. Never thought you would see that. For so many years, level 29 just, the kill screen, just give up as soon as you get there, can't do it. Nope. He's playing, T-spin set up for Tetris Time. He's not going to get the T-spin. He is set up for the Tetris throw and gets it.
And we're neck and neck heading into transition. Jerpy Dude behind about 10 lines, so we'll see Tetris Time transition first.
Adjustments there for Tetris Time to get set up for the Tetris, and there is a Tetris into 19 at 567, so pretty healthy tournament pace. If you get mid 500s transition at 19, that's pretty decent.
That's pretty good, yes.
Yeah,
in competition.
Yeah, 600, excellent. Below, low 500s, 500s.
595, pretty good. Pretty good. We'll round that to 6.
Yeah,
we'll round that 600.
Yeah.
And back and forth they go in post-transition. Jerpy Dude and Tetris Time. Tetris Time with known for that signature aggression, able to knock out Fractal last year in the round of 16. See how aggressive Tetris Time decides to play this. All right, is this decided to get burned down now? You sometimes see these turn into dirty wells. A little bit here. Meanwhile, Jerpy Dude is scoring. Tetris Time tries to navigate this, opening up a lead.
Here we go, getting the pieces Tetris Time, and it's back down to safety at least, and does open up the right side. Is open for a Tetris, and there it is, Tetris for Tetris Time.
Knock that down, sets up the T-spin. No T in time, so maybe, we'll just play this one off, trying to set it up.
He's gonna go for the line spin. No, he's gonna take the tuck. Oh my word.
Oh, nice, oh my gosh. And another one, almost evening up this game. 752 for Tetris Time, 817 for Jerpy Dude.
Yeah, Tetris Time playing, very high on the board is now kind of ahead in lines by, set 5 to 7 lines or so.
Oh, and now a couple bar dependency up top. Can he knock down a dirty Tetris from Tetris Time?
Even Tetris Time excited by the dirty Tetris. Misdrop the next piece. He gets that long bar over to the left. And setting up aggressive Tetris Time, going for that dirty Tetris. Will he get the long bar in time? Taking the burns. Of course the game's going to feed you a drought.
I think kind of feels that sort of pressure of being behind in these high-scoring levels. Doesn't want to waste any lines, and bam, Tetris Time.
Bama.
Bammer.
Bama. Well, you're a Bama boy, right?
Yeah, a little bit. 876 for Jerpy Dude, 863 for Tetris Time. Tetris Time needs a bar, and it's not coming. Job for both players. and can't get the bar to column 1. Tetris time. 865, Derby Dude. 917 is good, and we'll get that heart.
Down at the bottom, we are coasting toward transition here. Each player at 108 lines. 546 now for Rhubarb, 501 for Blank. Bang Tetris for Blank. Or Boom Tetris. 51 and a half weeks out of the year, I have to say Bang Tetris. Here, I say Boom Tetris. But Rhubarb up by just about 1 Tetris. Basically even lines. Rhubarb going to get that Tetris. Blank trying to set up here, has a high left. Going to get that S spin. It's one of my favorites.
Blank aggressive with that J. Blank another player that loves to play a little aggro. Cost him in game 1. But does transition. Rhubarb does at 622. That's 600K.
Wow.
And Blank, we're going to round that one up to 599. So 600K transition for Blank.
So yeah, huge transition paces here for these players. Getting underway up top. Down here, bottom of the screen, Blank, no good place for the square. Gonna have to just burn that off line by line. And Will Tetris, 677. All right, Blank with some adjustments here to try to get rid of that gap on the left side, and he will do that. And Bang Tetris for Blank. All right, they're trying to set up for another one here. And getting set up Blank. And there it is, Tetris for Blank. So Blank back, oh, another Tetris into the lead while Rhubarb was skimming here.
Tetris for Rhubarb back and forth in level 23. That Tetris rate has slowed down a bit. The paces have calmed just a bit. Neither one to give the other the advantage going into a potential potential game.
Yeah, Rhubarb getting up high on the screen there, gets that Tetris, and another one for Rhubarb. So about 40,000 point lead. I wonder if Blank gonna go set up in the center, and yes, no, just gonna take the triple. They didn't quite feel comfortable kind of going for that dirty Tetris, or that center well Tetris.
Trying to skim. All right, Rhubarb opens up that well. Knocks one down. Now Rhubarb with a Tetris lead. The necks. Neck and neck and neck
Yes.
right now.
Wow. A lot of necks. Up top here, Tetris Time has gotten out to about a 3 Tetris lead early on. Oh no, Rhubarb gonna snake that long bar over to the left. It's so impressive every time I see it. Rollers, totally routine. I see it, I'm like, wow.
Like, no way. Rhubarb's playing this a little safe too with those adjustments. Does get the bar over. 963. Blanks takes the lead back during this little slowdown from Rhubarb. Coming up on the kill screen.
Yeah, level 28. Kill screen 10 lines away for Blank.
Max out for both. Maybe the first double max out on we've seen here.
On Classic Tetris 2. I don't know what's going on in the other channels.
No idea. Triple both play. Oh, it's a drought time for Rhubarb. Rhubarb set up, but has to burn. Oh no, it doesn't get over. Can burn this down if the right pieces come. Gets that bar over.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? All right, and Blank has topped out. This is on Rhubarb. Rhubarb has the opportunity, has to burn this down, and it's not easy.
Wow.
What? That piece doesn't burn. Oh no, the double flip.
No. Oh no, Rhubarb had an opportunity, but was just kind of 29 speeds up that high. It just one false move would, kind of, and there it was, one false move. Amazing. But I mean, Rhubarb almost put himself in the opportunity to chase that down on 29. Amazing. But Blank gonna take the heart. So they're up 2 games to 1.
crazy close there in those last levels.
Yeah, boy, I mean, that's we're starting to get a taste here of that kind of the post 29 play. And if Rhubarb had just been a little bit lower on the screen, maybe could have chased that down. But
And
I mean, valiant effort.
And it's worth contextualizing this a little bit. The last time we were in person, wow, double max out happened one time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Double max out here. We're like, oh my gosh, it's neck and neck going back and forth. You know, the max outs. The players just able to scrape out more efficiency and doing it in person.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. You know, in round zero,
In
double
round
max
zero.
out, no problem. Yeah, exactly. 3 years ago, you know, double max out, 1.1, that kind of thing. It was like the greatest Tetris match of all time, and we have like rocketed forward in players' skill levels, and the skill level between players, the skill gap has narrowed considerably. So there's so many good players capable of doing so much, especially in the later levels. And we're just getting a taste of it here. I mean, just keep watching.
Keep watching. And now Blank with a little bit of an awkward start. All right, gets the bar over. That's going to help. Got a 3 wide. A lot of ways to navigate that. And the T's going to open up. One more burn. Not getting the piece to cleanly burn this. And in a drought. Going to be burning it during a drought, so an okay time to do that. And knocks down the Tetris. First Tetris of the game for Blank to go to 37,000. Meanwhile, we have transitions on top. Tetris time, 599, 500,000 for Jerpy Dude. So Jerpy Dude back 100,000 points at transition. Tetris time, taking a skim. Jerpy Dude stacking a little bit of trouble. Gonna have to trying to keep that well open and knock down the Tetris. Now we'll deal with the holes that have appeared. Back 100,000 points. It's gonna take that. Oh, well, Jerpy Dude is gonna set up 30 Tetris.
Yes, very dirty, several lines above the bottom of the board. That is what dirty Tetris means. Clean Tetris, you know, no lines above the bottom of the board.
That's a clean well below it, right?
Yeah.
That's the idea, that you're not drinking
Wow.
dirty water.
Column
And
3. Is that what it is about water?
I don't know. And
Anything
if
to
a
do
well,
with-
what's at the bottom of a well? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not a well doctor here.
You're an unwell doctor. All right, 7:10 here for Tetris time. 6:17, Jerpy Dude bank Tetris for Jerpy. Tetris time, trying to down stack here, get back down to scoring position here, and get a setup for a Tetris, and bank Tetris for Tetris time.
$7.53 for Tetris time. Still 70,000 points ahead. And he really hasn't made any mistakes in this post. Tetris time, 1 game away from being eliminated, needs this to stay alive. And making a lot safer plays here on 19. A lot of exaggerated double wides, and knocks down the Tetris. 77,000 for Tetris time. Got the crowd getting wild here.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Love it. 8:29 for Tetris time. 7:83 for Jerpy Dude.
All right, here we are.
Nothing else like it. Oh, and Blank is going to top out there at 294. Rhubarb evens up the set, and we have a decider on the bottom. Meanwhile, at the top, Jerpy Dude has been able to claw back into that lead. 1 Tetris. Tetris time needs a bar over to the left. Go to get a bar. And knocks down the Tetris. 964 for Tetris time. 916 for Jerpy Dude.
All right, into level 27. Both of them just about 15 lines away from the level 29 transition. Tetris time just a few points away from a max out.
And here we go. Here we go, Keith. Right down, right before that kill screen coming. Tetris time, a fast tapper is able to play on kill screen. Jerpy Dude, oh, the stack is high. Sets up a T-spin. T's not coming. Can clean this up if the right pieces come right before transition. A little dependent. He's a bar over the way over the left. Oh, and hangs it.
Oh, gets a bar over. Oh, my God.
How is that possible? This rolling Needs a bar now, and it's not gonna happen. Germany tops out 964. Tetris time, feeling it, feeling the oats. 1.1 in competition.
Wow.
To start that reverse sweep potentially. Well played for Tetris time. So a decider on the bottom, Tetris time, getting a game there, getting a little closer. A lot of our players very interested in what's going on over. Oh my gosh! Our players loving what's happening on our other station here. Now everybody's looking at it. They're like, well, we gotta play Tetris. Oh, no, we can watch Tetris too.
I mean,
they all know each other. They're on the Discord servers. They're talking to each other. They're sending memes back and forth.
Yeah, they're.
Tetris underway now. Jerpy Tetris time. Tetris time needs this one as well to stay alive.
Yes, indeed. All these players, you know, both players and fans of Classic Tetris and fans of each other.
They play more than anyone else. They watch probably more than anyone else. They at least watch themselves. They watch other hype matches as well.
Yeah, nice tuck set up there for Jerpy Dude with the Z piece. And here we go. First test for Jerpy Dude.
And we have a little bit of judges and organizers. Stay tuned for us for that bottom match. They're getting it sorted out. We're here to watch 18. 91,000 for Jerpy Dude, 72,000 for Tetris time.
All right, Tetris time, trying to build out.
See if we can get an update on what's going on.
That doesn't seem too consequential.
There it is, underway on the bottom. Tetris time up here at the top. Oh, I thought was gonna place that J piece all the way over to the left, and look at this.
Wow. Right.
So aggressive. Tetris time gonna burn it down. There it is.
There we go. Should be back down to safety, you think, although it sometimes doesn't always work out that way. Playing that long wire that way, trying to avoid putting additional weight on the gap there on the.
And Jerpy just like that with an early 100,000 point lead.
Yes, very early, but Jerpy Dude up by about 3.5 Tetrises or so. But there's plenty of Tetris to be played.
You see, Tetris time, not afraid, right? This is a dependency. Says, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for the T or the S. It's fine. I'm just gonna keep that dependency going. Why not? You know, that aggressive play, and that's what did well for Tetris time last year. Pieces worked out.
Well, we'll see how it works out now. Down 2-1 versus Jerpy Dude.
Uh, 142 on the bottom for Rhubarb, 140 for Blank. Got some hecklers in the crowd. Oh my gosh. The magic of CTWC right now. Everybody getting together. Chants happening.
All right, Tetris time, gonna get that dirty Tetris. It's setting up for another one, no problem, just going for it. Taking a nice skim there, keep that Tetris well open. And another Tetris for Tetris time. Down at the bottom here, Blank getting up a little bit high. Gonna take the skim though, uncover the well, and bank Tetris, but immediately misshifts a piece here, so we'll have to go back to work cleaning this up.
Even score, tie game at the bottom, but one player, oh, that bar for Blank. Okay, is gonna be able to get this down. Aggressive placement, but works out. for them. 240 for Blank, 259 for Rhubarb.
All right, so Jerpy up 117,000 points here through.
Really maintaining that lead all game since that unfortunate start from Tetris Time. They both been neck and neck since. In terms of those bars coming, both being able to convert on Tetrises, but that early 100,000 point still sticking around.
All right, Jerpy taking a nice game here. Bang Tetris for Jerpy. There's one for Blank down at the bottom, one for Rhubarb, and Tetris Time looking for his, but has a little bit of work to do to get uncovered. Jerpy building on that lead. 156,000 point lead here while Tetris Time is digging.
Tetris Time in a little bit of a situation. Let's get a bar to help break that out. Can allow Jerpy to continue scoring in really nice position. Oh, I don't even know what spin tuck to do there. Looks like Tetris Time said it's time to burn.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Was trying to get that L into the well. Gonna get a bar, gonna get a couple bars to really take the pressure off. And Tetris Time is alive into transition.
Yeah, just in time. Wow. But yeah, but Jerpy Dude, huge lead here. Approaching transition. And there's a Tetris going in. 600K transition again.
180,000 point lead here. Tetris Time's got it, and like, I don't know, maybe Tetris Time, that aggressive play maybe is his move here. Gonna get a dirty center, dirty Tetris there. Oh my gosh. And maybe like, will play more aggressive, try to set up those center wells, being behind 180,000 points.
Yeah.
Jerpy, not a player to top out early, hasn't done so this match.
And there's one, a dirty center well Tetris for Tetris Time.
And there's a center well. Right on.
And another one. So,
does not want to waste these lines before kill screen.
yeah, you can see Tetris Time unsatisfied with that placement there, but might just start building from here. And might have to start building from here, so just keep, but eventually you're just going to have to say, well, I got to be alive in order to win.
The sort of measured aggression and sort of wrinkle in the game that grew up in the online years.
That's right. So kind of ducking into and out of Tetris setups, trying to just stay aggressive, but still trying to just stay, in the game. Tetris Time getting up a little bit high, so probably just going to have to end up burning this down and try to make up some of this, in 29. I mean, at this point, we're, about 50, just about 50 lines till 29 transition. That's a lot of pace to make up, but it can be done.
See, and there you go. Tetris Time could have burned there. It has skim options, but setting up this dirty center well knocks it down. 557. Jerpy Dude, 175,000 points ahead. Oh no, that left side for Jerpy Dude. Can get a bar over with his volley. Oh no! Jerpy Dude in a situation unable to get pieces of it. Jerpy Dude tops out at 733. Tetris Time needs 734. And that drought continues to go for Tetris Time. Oh, and down on the bottom, Rhubarb tops out. Blank, 694, able to chase it down. We'll be moving on.
Too much action on the screen. I was like, okay, very soon we'll get to be able to talk about Rhubarb and Blank, but just like that. And Tetris Time with a center well. Tetris needs to chase down 120,000 points.
May need a dirty well here. I don't think too many burns are available.
Yeah, there's one of the few burns that you can really take here. Just 18 lines until the 29 transition. And
there's one.
There is one, and this is under 3 Tetrises now, so this is possible. There's a triple. That's going to take away some valuable lines here, but can still get 3 Tetrises.
There's one. Oh, with this double wide, that ruins it. So now has to get one in kill screen.
And setting up for it right now, right here.
Oh, and knows that it's not, the bar is not coming. No great pieces to burn, and Tetris Time. That drops 702.
Oh no, Tetris Time made a valiant effort to try to set up for 2 Tetrises. Couldn't even get one of those Tetrises. Just bar didn't come. Jerpy Dude gonna take that one and win this match 3-1. So GG's to Tetris Time and to Jerpy Dude, who will be moving on. Down the bottom, oh, I had the wrong heart. It was Blank gets the heart, so my apologies there.
If there was a skim before, maybe could have taken that Tetris and gone ahead. One more skim.
Yeah, but
there it is. Your top 8 Glacier Tetris Time going out in round 0.
So yeah, we've got Jerpy Dude and Blank moving on, and we'll be setting up our next match.